Hero right now is living his best life in the snow. He absolutely loves it. Luckily right now it's just a little dusting, so I don't think the roads won't be too bad. See, look at him, he just absolutely loves it. Is that fun, buddy? Is that so fun? Okay. Alright, so it was a little bit slicker out here than I thought it would be, but this is an empty parking lot, no one's been in it, and the snow is pretty fresh, but I'm very surprised how well the Tacoma like handles and autocorrects. I haven't really like tested it out in the snow, but yeah, it makes me feel a lot safer. So now time to see how the roads are going home on the highway. What do you think, Hero? Hero was a little bit scared, weren't you, buddy? It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. We'll go home now. He's got his little jacket on because I always used to think these were like just overkill and stupid, but he buries himself in the snow and he becomes a snowman. Like huge snowballs will like attach to his fur and I have to cut them out. So this helps to get him less snowy, but he loves the snow so much. Okay, buddy, you gotta come over here. Nope. Yep, right there. Right there. You know where to go. You know where to go. Buddy. Over there. Over there. Good boy. So the road should be okay, I can even tell now, just because all the traffic, just the snow melts so quickly. Just the biggest thing is like traffic gets so backed up. So this is a 15 to 20 minute drive from my house to my office, depending on traffic. But like when it snows like this, I can sit in traffic for like over an hour for only really 13 miles. So that's the only really frustrating part, just sitting in traffic, because you have to drive like 30 miles an hour. Even they're pretty good though, all the plows are already out putting salt down. That's a bad thing, is we need the salt, but oh gosh. Dang, I wish you could see him. I don't think you really can. Yeah, we need the salt, but it also will like destroy your car if you don't wash it on a regular basis. It's because that, wow. Yeah, it's a little slushy out. And And a lot of times now, I'll usually check like the weather traffic reports to see if there's been like accidents, that kind of thing, because if there has been and traffic's really bad, I'll just stay home, because it is just not, one, it's not worth it to sit in traffic for an hour. It's not. And two, I'm not trying to risk an accident. That's just stupid. So now I just like play it very safe instead of risking my life. But like right now, for instance, it's not bad. You can like tell when it's gonna be bad. The snowstorm we had like a couple of weeks ago, that was pretty bad, just because it was coming down so hard, and it was like raining, and it was like freezing over. So that's not a fun situation. So I definitely stayed home for that day for sure. And so right now I'm driving about 60. And so that's a pretty good sign. You know when it's bad, people are driving like 20, 30 miles per hour. So as I've said in a previous video, a big reason for me getting a truck or a bigger vehicle is for Minnesota winters for sure. Before I had a car and I just hated it. Like I did not feel safe at all. And I feel much, much safer in this truck. And just by testing it, because I hadn't really ever tested. Here's the reason why, is because I got in a car accident last year, and like I had really bad, I just didn't like to enjoy driving, because I was like scared that someone was always going to hit me. Like you don't really realize that until you get hit, especially rear-ended. Yeah, I just always like, I don't know, I was just like not scared to drive, but just like a little bit anxious driving. But now I'm obviously at a point where I'm over that, so I can really test the Tacoma in snowy weather. So the interstates and highways aren't usually too bad, because the plows get out right away and clear the roads. Also, there's just so much more volume from cars, everyone driving, that the snow usually just melts a lot quicker, as opposed to like when I get home, it's like the plows don't come out as quickly. There's not as much traffic, so it's almost worse there, just because it's a little bit more icy, and it's a little bit more slick. Like usually when I leave my house in the morning, I'm like, holy crap, like I don't want to leave, because I'm like, it looks so bad. But then once you the major highways and interstates, it's usually not as bad. Since it started getting colder, much colder, like this week has been in the 30s, whereas literally this past weekend it was in the 70s. I was running outside with a no shirt, shorts on. It was amazing. And now 2 days later it's like this. So I don't think we'll be getting 70-degree weather for a very long time, which it's like, it really brings down your mood. Like if you've ever heard seasonal depression, it's a, wow, what is this guy doing? It's a real thing. Like I actually really experienced it this year, because I was running outside so much and I just absolutely loved it. And like today, for instance, like I would have gone for a quick run outside, but I can't. Like I'm not doing it in this weather. I refuse. Like I'm such a freeze baby. I'm not trying to run outside in 30-degree weather. This happens, not a lot, but once in a while. So my sensor must be covered with like snow or something. So my pre-collision sensor turned off. That happens every once in a while. Also, these seat warmers get hot. So I have a couple of mods that I'm trying to do, but again, with the weather, it makes it very difficult. Especially, I don't have an adequate garage to do it in. I can, but like the lighting is absolutely horrible. There's no natural light, and there's not a whole lot of room. So usually I do my mods outside, because it's nice out, open space, natural light. But I've been meaning to do my headlights, which in this weather it's not doable. And like, whoa, holy crap, what the heck was that? And then I have the vent rings, which I'm like watching the mod videos, I'm just like, it kind of seems like a lot of work. Maybe it's not, but I just don't want to put, most of the mods I've done recently have just been like minimal effort. I keep looking at the weather to see when it will be like in the 40s, which is at this point is that's gonna be tough one to ask for. So I can probably, I don't know, I'll probably have to do it in my garage just because it's so cold. But shoot, I wish I would have done this. I just got these headlights, so it's not like I could have done them a whole lot sooner, but man, I should have done them this past weekend maybe. Procrastinating, that's what it gets you. This is what it gets you. But hopefully we'll have one kind of decent day. Just a 40, 50 degree day would be nice. It's crazy because when it started getting into like the 60s and 50s, I thought it was so cold. Like I wouldn't even run outside because I'm like, it's too cold. But then we got like this little like heat rush week where it was like in the 60s, anywhere from like the 50s to 70s, and I'm like, I thought it was like so so hot. But it's like once you start to get used to 30 degree weather, 50s and 60s feel very, very nice. So the roads were not bad at all. We made it back, and yeah, I don't think any of the snow will stick, to be honest. So that's kind of nice, except for like in a driveway, of course. But yeah, that wasn't bad at all, which I knew it wouldn't be. So people have requested that they see like Tacoma in the snow. It's funny because I think people that don't live in the Midwest, like snow to them is like, ooh, kind of fascinating. Maybe not, I don't know. But to us, it's like, it's just an annoyance more than anything. It's at this point in my life, I'm not like, I don't ever get excited for it to snow. I don't. Some people, it is pretty, don't get me wrong, it's pretty, but it's just like a nuisance. So I'm definitely over it. Hero is not, that's for sure. He like, if I could just leave him outside all day, he literally would stay outside in the snow all day. Ooh, this Audi in front of me is nice. See, that's why I could never get like a sports car, because why would you want to drive this? Man, I wish I could show it. Why would you want to drive this in the winter? I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, that's a nice Audi. That's why I could not, like, well, I for sure would not, ooh, even sounds nice. I would not drive that in the winter, that's for sure. Wow, that's so nice. So you can see most of the snow has melted on the roads, which is nice. Alright guys, so that is going to be the video, the Tacoma in the snow in Minnesota. So hope you guys did enjoy it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video.